Excuse me. Shit, I'm sorry. Thanks, Justin. Hold on. Shit, I'm sorry. Okay. Um, that's all sold, Mike. That yellow house, matter of fact, the people fixed it up pretty nice, it looks like. Anyway, let me know. I just and what I was saying when the sound was off is that I have your number and I have it ready to give to Benny. We haven't talked yet. They're probably locked down or something. They're constantly locked down. But again, thank you, Justin. Let me look at something real quick. Um, yeah, those lots were mine. Uh, those are gone. The guy I sold them to sold them apparently, and that little house that you know of. Sorry, everybody else. They got a couple, and they're actually doing a really good job. It seems like. So anyway, I wanted to see something because I'm going to read it here in a minute. How you guys doing? If you guys want to ask questions or leave comments or something you want me to address right now, go for it. Uh, the Epstein thing. You know, ooh, I think now more. And I've watched it accidentally. Actually, um, maybe he did. Maybe he didn't kill himself. I know people are like, yeah, we've been trying to say that, but there was a couple things about it, but I think it's all BS. Um, it's interesting to see the MAGA crowd, the Trumpsters, and if they're going to let this go um, after all the hype that Bongino and Cash Patel um, helped fuel the conspiracies behind it. But I think there's a lot to it. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot to that. Oh, I got you, Mike. There's a lot more to it. I was watching people talk about him maybe being an Israeli spy or the what's her name father was blah blah blah. But yeah, the Trump administration is a little bit of a pickle over this because so many of us supporters really want to know more, and I don't think it has to do with maybe even people being prosecuted, not being prosecuted. It's it's that they got to do something with that. You know what I mean? They really do. Deep state led the Epstein investigation. Randy, I hear you, but what are you saying? Like, um, so if you guys remember when the Democrats were in office, or the empty suit was in office, and people were running the country, um, you know, it was the Republicans and a lot of Trump supporters that were really pushing, saying that the Dems were hiding, stuff about that. Now it's kind of like I think they just are kind of I don't think they really care the Democrats about it. I think they're liking the division that it's causing between the Republicans. But anyway, yeah, the list. I did a live last week, and somebody was talking about the list, and I didn't know what they were talking about. That day, it just broke about Pam about Bondi or whatever her name is, Bundy, the Attorney General, saying that they were gonna close that case. It was a trip. Ruby Tuesday. What are you saying? What's doing, Rob? Epstein was probably Mossad agent. Who knows? DeBella. So that area, just real quick. Yeah, just let me know. Reach out through. Damn, I don't even. I don't know. Anyway, was something I wanted to respond to a few comments here. Uh, John, let's see. John Regala came up with a few good things, John. You said something about the barbecue. That was interesting. Uh, also, I saw on the prison channel as the key turns the thing about was Gotti a gay or practicing homosexual in prison. That was, it was good for to get to draw people in there. At the end of the day, he's saying that they had no evidence of that, So yeah, and that dude for a former hack, he does some right stuff on that channel for real. The Dems have nothing to use as an excuse, so they're trying to dig anything up. They are a lot of problems with that party, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in New York City with the mayor race. I don't. You know what? You said something. I don't know if Epstein was a Mossad agent. Whoever know. Uh, but I do believe he had a lot of dirt. I think he was doing a lot of videos. He was kind of, pulling a Hoover thing. You got a bunch of people that are doing sex stuff, and you can get dirt on them. You know, I mean, I guess maybe smart, whatever. David, what's up? How you doing, bro? Is that it? There's something else. Okay, it's broken in a while. Map out the 3 weeks. Okay, all right. Ma'am, right before I came on, I had a piece of that chicken that I made last night. If you guys seen that, and I went down the wrong windpipe, and yeah, it's really causing me some issues right now. That happened like a few minutes ago. I went to Fort Smith earlier today. This morning, I had a doctor's appointment early, and then went with my mom to lunch, and then I came back and I slept like 5 hours, man. I didn't go to bed last night until what did I get off at like 2 o'clock? I think I did the live too, and had to be up at 6 or 7. So anyway, and glasses. I bent these. Okay. All right. So I was going to read some comments. I always say it depends on which of me wakes up today, how I feel. And when I woke up from my little nap, I read some stupid ass comments, and I'm like, you know what? We'll see. Uh, and I've got a video that's going to be out. I'll probably for tomorrow, and I shot one early. I'm going to do 2 of them tonight, probably. So if you see the pink shirt, that's in a couple videos. That's what it is. Where is this idiot at, by the way? Okay, hey mate, looking good. There's this one person that is totally obsessed with sex and me. Fuck, it's crazy. Come on, man. Okay. All right. Let me see. Help me out. Here I go again. Boom. Okay. Handgun phones messed up. Whoa. Ruby Tuesday. Wait a minute. What's up? Handgun phones messed up. Explain it. The little clip of Benny has 20 guys in an uproar. Wait. David, explain that again. Explain that for me, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. The little clip of Benny tells the truth. Um, yeah, I've found the little microphone thing. I gotta figure out what to do as far as the recording with Benny because when he calls, I'm just getting a bunch of static. So what else can I really do here? Um, by the way, when what's his name beat the trial? Puffy. There was, according to friends of mine that that are in prison, I guess there was like just an explosion of uproar of applause and stuff in the joint. Um, People were going crazy that he beat the RICO charge, and yeah, we were talking about that actually yesterday. It was just like he said it was wild. Like everybody was really invested watching that trial. The updates of it in the joint. Oh, I hear you, Dave. You're saying they heard it. Why? Are you privy to firsthand information, or are you just speculating? And either way, I don't care. I was just wondering. Uh, you know, I'm all for free handgun day. Oh, I got it. Okay, Ruby Tuesday. I got you. I got you. I got it. Okay, handgun messed up phone. That's funny. Okay, they heard it. Okay, you're privy. All right, Dave. Yeah, so I haven't heard nothing about. Well, I haven't talked to either one of those guys. I haven't heard of nothing since the Benny stuff. So there's stuff coming in the mail. Uh, what's the guy's name? Harry or whatever. Um, there's I guess there's documentation. Uh, I can tell you what it said. I think I read it before. Damn, that's going to be far, far back. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So if I got the flags, flag, important. Would it be under important? What do I keep doing? Harry Fresco or whatever the guys, whatever you guys know, one's from New York. So I don't know. We'll see what he sends. He said he's sending me a lot of stuff, and I've got look. And I told him I think you can hear it. I told them, look, I've got people that say that they were there. You know, I'm not trying to look. I'm not trying to rain on. I want Benny to say whatever he wants to say and give him. He's not being like stupid or ridiculous. Some might, say that he's guilty or whatever, but at least he's connecting dots. So and I don't know. I don't know what paperwork, but I guess he's sending quite a bit. Okay, so we'll take it from there. Yeah. Where is Benny? Benny is at Hazleton FCI. Okay, Sasha, thank you. Okay, let's go back. You guys did this. Did you run a store in prison, Randy? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. A big one. So here's the deal with that. When I was at Lewisburg from 2003 to 2007, so I got there at the end of 2002. I put in work. I did my deed for gang shit within 2 months, 3 months, February, and then I was put back in the same cell. And at that time, I think I was diagnosed with cancer. No, that was a little bit later. But my point being is, I used to be a person that didn't stay in one cell very long. Um, that was the first prison where I stayed in a cell for like 4 years. A lot of it had to do with me stopping using. I hope this person is. Let me see. Okay. I didn't know if I had a guest. Or if it was just the cop patrolling. So we got a little cop they patrol. Somebody slowed down, hit the lights, and I didn't know if they're pulling in my driveway. Anyway, so as far as the store, so once I realized that that I cared about that cell, that sounds crazy. That I wanted to stay there. To me, it was the best cell and the best unit. That's how I felt. Rob, if you pop up on here, you'll be able to weigh in. There's somebody that comes on the lives a lot. That was is a friend of mine. We did 5 years together in that same unit. So I started the store, and first, what happened was there was a little bit of a pushback because there was a guy from DC named Charles, been down like 30 something years, and he was a Unicor worker. The dude, He was banking money. You know, he had a life sentence, but he had a military life sentence. Although I'm not sure if he's ever getting out because I think it was two police officers that was killed, but whatever. Or military. It was something to do with military stuff. But he had the store. It was 80% DC, I guess, that whole block, small block. So in the beginning, he really was on the DC dude. You know, he's an older, I guess he's in his 50s. It's like my age right now, so they'd call him an old head. They listened to him for a minute. So it got off really slow, started really slow. But no bullshit. Um, it was making about $1,500 profit a month. Let's just say 1,000, okay? Profit a month. So it was a really good store. It ran itself. And the truth of the matter is, I just kept the tablet on a desk, and it was self serving. I didn't have to be there. You can go in, and did I get ripped off? Absolutely, 100%. There was people that would go in there and they'd say, "I'm going to get a Coke," or so it was credit. A lot of it was credit. You know, credit is the engine of America. You can say it kind of. We'll look at the credit card explosion in the '80s. Anyway, uh, yes, but I assume quite a few people would take a candy bar if they went in to get a few things or whatever. But in the long run, it worked itself. Um, if they were doing stamps, I had an actual little jar where I just said, put the stamps in the jar. Did people take that? Probably some of my sellies, but not anything significant. But that was a real good store. Otherwise, um, at other prisons, let's see, at FCI Terre Haute for a minute, I had one of my bros lived with me. His name was Billy. He wanted to start the store. Um, my heart wasn't into it. Plus, you know, I'm a I'm a junk food junkie as well, and the truth is, in prison, most of the time, I lived off stores. Rather than go to commissary for myself, I used to go for the store man, and I would do run monthly bills. And the reason is because if I kept a bunch of crap in my locker and I wasn't selling it for store stuff, I'd eat it when I was bored. You know, so it just, even though it was more expensive, um, most of the time, yeah, I ran pretty big store bills for sure. All right. RICO is the most effed up law. You're right, and that had a lot to do with why the people were clapping to be honest. Oh, Dave, really? Oh, so you're in like that, huh? So he's talking about the Benny stuff. uh, yeah, man. Harry is okay. Oh, Mike, Benny's at Hazleton. Okay, the guy who owned the club where Benny had the fight is doing 30 years. Really? Okay. So there was, I know Benny got in two altercations in clubs. One of them was in what, 10 or 11? The pizza guy, I guess it was, right? Um, and he said something about Benny's little sister. So, or Benny said something about you've been snorting stuff off my sister's rear or something like that. Something like that. He's got away with words. Definitely got away with words. Justin, no, I'm not on pain pills. I'm not. I just woke up a little while ago, though. Is that why you're asking? Because I'm doing the, or what is it? Oh, I'm reddish. Yeah, no, I'm not. I actually, it's kind of funny you said that. Where's Frankie Scumbag? Heard he got 10 years, and I heard he got made. No way. Are you serious? I never heard. Wow, Rob, that's surprising. So what's surprising to me is well, I don't want to put him out there like that. I like Frankie. Um, yeah. So we'll see. Anyway, he's talking about Frank. Yes, yes, Ruby, you're right. That's right. So yeah. So and I actually was with Charles and Butner too, Rob. So no, that's what happened in the beginning. Yeah, he definitely was into black nationalism or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? But for sure, he was upset with the store thing. If you remember, and he had a little store, but I mean, he did a good, he did decent job with it. And then, well, that store knocked everybody out. Basic had that store on that end, and then it was me over here, on the good end. Anyway, yeah, Lucia Pizza. Yep. Oh, Steve Sakanis, Justin. Yeah, Mr. Vapor. So Steve Sakanis. Um, I thought about maybe trying to talk to him. So what happened there is it all related to me getting violated and um, my ex and him spoke and he was probably trying to get in her good graces and stuff, but he like said some really stupid some stuff. I did enough stuff wrong where like people didn't need to make stuff up, and it was real petty. But also, what he did was he had my vehicle, and he he was using my vehicle and running around. Anyway, so things went by the wayside there. That's what happened with me and Steve. I have not talked to him since then. Actually, I was in the joint and I had people go get the car and take it from him. And he tried to get a hold of me like one time, I think, after I got out. When I was in rehab, we used to do walks in the morning. And I saw him one time and he saw me, but we didn't talk. As far as I know, he's living up at that place. It's like Section 8 for veterans or whatever in Fort Smith. Uh, got a little scooter. I seen him riding around on his little scooter, like one of those wheelchair stuff. But I was thinking about it. I was actually thinking about maybe talking to him. It's been a couple years. That's part of my life's behind me, so we'll see. Okay, as far as the wine came down. I cooked it. Uh, so I was gonna actually film it. I know it probably wouldn't get. I'm having a little bit of issues with YouTube as far as getting monetized or not. They go through these kicks where they'll find one video and something will be said, and they'll go back and they'll just tag me for all of them and not get monetized. So that's what happened. The day that I did it, I did that video and put together the stinger. I did it fully prison style. But what happened after that? I realized that it's not fun. It's a lot of work, and yeah, it tasted. So I finger tasted it, and I did like that. So it looks kind of funny. I finger tasted it, not on the shine stuff. Just I got five. I got five. It was 5 pints or something like that. 5 pints off about 6 gallons, and I froze some. I actually froze it. They call it apple jacking or whatever the hell they call it, but I did. Eric, oh, you talked to him? Oh, you in the chat. Eduardo, what's up, bud? Is Bricky's the worst prison in Arkansas? Hey, Justin. Um, I never been to Bricky. Excuse me. I never been to Bricky's. Okay, so that started. I guess there's been a bunch of new prisons now. Excuse me. Um, when you talk about the worst, there's like it's people can think like the old ones are the worst based off living conditions. If you're talking about for violence wise, I really don't know as far as that goes. I have not kept up to date with the Arkansas what's going on in the Arkansas system. I don't. I know a couple people down there right now, but I don't get like phone calls from Arkansas or nothing like that. The ADC, um, feds, and two others. But I think Dermont or whatever, or maybe Varner right now. I'm not sure. I'm not sure to be honest. Excuse me, Eric. Two. Okay. I messed Rob. I'm missing it with Eric. Okay, Eric told me him and Frankie were close. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I don't know what's going on with him. I somebody said did he have a problem or something? Eric Foss. I heard somebody talking about it. Okay, so I want to do. Let me do a couple of these comments real quick. Come on. Eating raw garlic. Oh, somebody was talking about me and the tick yesterday. Eating raw garlic every day will help with stopping the tick bites. You know what? And do you remember, Rob? Did you do the garlic kick too? Did you run around eating raw garlic like a lot of people? I went through a little phase with that. I had a celly, and I've told this story many times. His name was Andy, what Warrenstein, or something like that. And he was a weightlifter guy. He was one of them that went for the. He was trying to do the big guy thing. Really, he wasn't that big of a person. He shrunk when he stopped doing the weights, but he was a power lifter or whatever, and he tried to get as big as possible. So he would drink. He'd do the like heavy protein, but he was also on the garlic kick. So imagine you're eating, 6 to a dozen raw eggs, pounding a bunch of milk, and then eating raw garlic. He was just like a gas machine. In the cell, he was actually it wasn't shit, huh, unintended. But he got fired from work for it for farting, and it was just it. Literally, he can take out like the whole floor of the unit. Downstairs in the laundry room, he farted. He would do it as a joke. He farted at the fan, and it blew in, and it just, I mean, make you want to puke, make you want to hurt him. There's people that wanted to hurt him over it. He was a big guy, and then a little Mexican dude. Well, he wasn't little. Little Mexican got him though. Garlic is a natural antibiotic. Yeah, it does have a lot of benefits, and you know what? I should, because it's not like it's only going to get worse right now. Every winter in Lewisburg, everyone smelled like garlic. Yeah, you're right. That's what it was. Oh, Ruby, you know that. Frankie's nickname, Skip, for years. Him and his friends terrorized Staten Island. So you know about Frank. You know about his father? Uh, Skip, that's right. So I gave him a nickname. Rob, do you remember the nickname? I gave Frankie DePietro a nickname, and it stuck. A lot of people called him that for a long time. Let me see if you get it first, Rob. Say something. Okay. Tony Frankie. Okay, here we go. Yes, Collie. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. Oh, did they know? Okay, Rocky's his brother. That's right. So I didn't know that Matthew Mary was his cousin. So Matt or that attorney guy, and I say the attorney guy. We talked, and he actually, Matthew Mary was gonna fly in and go to my parole or probation revocation hearing after threatening me, after threatening to have me whacked. I shouldn't say that. Just joking. Just joking. Kind of whatever. He represented what was the guy that Benny used to talk real crazy about? Um, Boy, it set everybody on fire. I got so many calls from New York, death threats, and no bullshit. Uh, Mad Dog, Stevie Mad Dog. That's how I first talked to Matt. He called me. He was representing him, and it didn't go well for a minute before it did, and then he gave me a lot of advice. Um, yes, Steve. Um, so his father. Do you know the situation? I'm vaguely remembering, by the way. There's something specific that I'm thinking, but do you know why his father disappeared? The story behind it? You can just like yes or no, whatever. And I'm going to read this real quick. I want to look at, hey, mate, looking good, busy, da da da. You can just do chat marks, da da da. Eating raw garlic every day helps. Let's see. Eating garlic, convicting showed the eating garlic doesn't help me. This must be ticks. What? Steads instead. Steads instead. Is that what he's saying? Okay, this address. Okay, here we go. Tuesday Night Live. Okay, I put Among other issues, what did I write down? Okay. Responding to me last night, talking about biting the dust on gambling again, whatever you want to call it. This is what Frankie Balboni, this is the guy's name, and this might be what is the guy that I blocked, and I was gonna let him back in, and maybe I still will. He was a moron. Foosball, foosball. This I believe this is foosball or one of these people. Just want to go over this real quick. I just want to do this. Would like Arkansas. Still live in Arkansas. Justin, I'll get back to you in just a second. Okay. This is the saddest I've ever seen. Don't quit your day job, Rosso. Mikey Chit, WN 5150. Okay. WN Mike Chitwin. Chitwin. Okay. It's crazy. He lost. He lost. He lost. He pretty chick over drugs and not wanting to work an actual job. So to your comment, he has no day job. Frankie, that's what I put. Your day job is watching me. Mikey, weirdo guy. I bet you never banged anybody pretty, have you? You didn't see my first wife, and you didn't. I'll just leave it there. Just remember this comment down the road. Convict Inc. TV show. Of all the prison podcasts, yours is the saddest. Your time would be more productive doing work or something. Frankie, his ex-wife is shacked up with Sancho. Actually, this I just it amazes me. I don't I've left comments on YouTube channels before disagreeing with or even not liking the person that I was watching, right? Number 1, I'm not going to go back and watch again. Unless it's the drama stuff and it was in the mob tube back in whatever some years ago. But it still does amaze me that people would actually watch other people just to get on and like why would you waste that much time on somebody? You know what I'm saying? Really, it does. It's just like, holy fuck. Answer, their lives must be worse than mine. I don't. Okay, see your prop. Okay, this one is actually important. So this is referring to the piece I did called American Shot Caller about Tin Man. This guy, Matthew Farrell, I'm assuming has some racial belief system, whatever you want to say. What does he say? Sack and most of it. Okay, here's what he said. You don't know what you're talking about. See, you don't know what okay. See, you know what your problem is. You don't know what you're talking about. Sack and most Midwest East Coast Aryan skinhead gangs have changed politics. These new breed of Aryans hold true to ideology and strict policy. Most of us have literally been removing or weeding out older so-called Aryans. You want proof a new gang? You want proof a new gang called USAS has been at war in California, even to change politics there as well. And this is why I said a while ago, I can tell it's been a long time since you've been in a Max or a USP. And news to Rob, DWB hasn't existed in many years. All right. What does he say here? Black White, who said that I was talking about the dirty white boys being strong today? But yes, there are still some. They're actually going on the street with stuff. I have never known anybody from SAC who was totally sober and who knew white ideology like the back of their hand. I never met one. I got a lot of tattoos on their faces, of a lot of which is actually black ink. Go figure. But out there, living true to the white man's creed, never seen it. The new gang in California I've heard of, somebody talking about it the other day on the California show, blah, blah, blah. Let me know how it goes in 2 or 3 years. I have a crystal ball and I can tell you drugs, and money will win. Watch and see. I'm not rooting for drugs and money to win, but you'll see. And then I put, so, do you guys still listen to rap? He came back with, yes, so does your mom. Hey, Matthew, I just want to tell you, you're 100% right. I was with my mom today. She actually had on some rap. So, congratulations, you got something right. Just wanted to put that out there. I had my mind changed in the joint. Like Bernie statements. I like your Mob Monday. Here's another fake sack. Okay, that's way poor Roberto. Okay, that was actually funny. What's that? Has resourced this into the news, so don't try the BS. Whoa. Convict Inc. Deadpool killer. POS killed woman and claimed to be a Marvel character. The gang stuff. I will leave alone. But he has made to. The media has resourced this into the new. So don't try the new BS. I have no idea what this dude's talking about. There's another thing. Some people leave comments and act like they really like are in the know. I don't. It's whatever. Anyway, I just saw something I want to go back and address right now. Ruby Tuesday. Okay, yes, Collie. Rocky's his brother. Blah blah blah. Where's it at? Yes, Steve. Yes, Matt. What did Matt do to Tommy Karate? Matt reaped. REPP. Okay. Andy was my cellie in your old cell in F Block, and I was there when uh, Tiger beat him up in the rec bathroom. He asked me if he can go make it by the guard shack. Yeah, I try to clean my. Okay, I remember. So I was out there too. I didn't see it. I remember the rec shack. So there's Andy Warnstein was, like I said, he was my cellie. Big guy. He got fired for farting. He was working out at CMS, um, doing what some people considered to be security work, right? So if I remember correctly, there was like a guy said they weren't going to do the security work, and then they got sent to the hole. I remember that I had Andy's property. Property is a really, really sensitive thing to me. I hate when people in prison screw up other people's property. It's like the worst. When people go and they have nice stuff and they start stealing it before the cops come and stuff like that. That's a big problem. That's a good video, actually. I can do. Anyway, when they got out, I believe this guy was a Sereno. Right, Rob? He wasn't an M. He was a Sereno. Tiger. I think he was California, right? Well, I believe that Andy said something about him doing security work. So you're basically telling a Mexican gangbanger that he's doing security work, calling him a cop. Not a good thing. Andy he was big, but I don't think he could fight. I think he couldn't. Rob, you probably know better. Okay. You would like Paragould, Arkansas. I still live in Arkansas. It's been, I haven't been that way. Where is that at exactly? So Paragould is, I think it's Conway, or is it Northeastern? I've been there before, but it's been a long time. I do like this area down here. I like the Northwestern Arkansas stuff. So I did have a place up in Calico Rock, Brockwell, Russellville, even though I didn't live in it. So yeah, so I was familiar with the middle Arkansas or the north central, whatever. Yeah, north central. Anyway, his father went out, and never came back. Oh, okay. So I just remember him saying something like he believed I think the chin gave the blessing on that, right? And the reason I even say that is because he was in the cell when one of my brothers, the one who extorted the chin, came back and was telling the story about the chin having the old guy, the old homosexual pedophile. He did, whatever. Carl Swope, I think his name was, yeah. But he was telling the story, and Frankie was laughing about it. So I don't think Frankie had a bunch of love for the chin. And I'm surprised to hear that if he did get mobbed up. I really am. Anyway, but I guess who knows? Justin, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Okay, and Frankie and a bro tried to kill Sammy the Bull. They were around George Apollos. Okay, father. And Chin killed the father. Okay, stop. Hold on. Let me get this straight, Ruby. Okay, so Frankie and his bro tried to kill Sammy the Bull. Why? How come I missed that? And what I'm saying is, he would have told me something like that. So, do you know the the person that was unalived in the car, that story, like when Frankie, he went to jail, he had 19 years. There was some smash and grab stuff, but there was like 3 bodies, I believe, right? So I have a feeling you know all this. Um, but I can tell you details about what happened during that crime. I will. I'm gonna give you a second. Oh, Joey, they're not new. Okay, so look, going back to that guy, basically what I've got out of him was, first of all, I can tell uh, he he was thinking, well, maybe by the thumbnail, because the thumbnail was actually funny. Blood Gone Wild. I'm talking about that video I did about Tin Man. Um, some people that are into like that, the let's just call it the race stuff, okay? Some people that are race stuff, they can view anything I say about, so Matt Hale, like I will say specifics about Matt Hale because I knew him, but Tin Man, they'll take it like personally, or like that I'm saying something wrong by calling him a yo boy. Oh, that's what I got to get to. That's the damn comment I wanted. I hope he didn't erase him. So when I say something about a yo boy, like I'm 55, that's what we'd say. Hey, all these yo boys over here. Um, it was, instead of saying wigger, which wasn't a big thing to say, but that's what we said. That's like that's how we referred to those guys. Anybody basically 10 years younger than me that was involved in the hip hop culture, which became norm in America, okay? But they'll look at me saying something and they'll think that I'm automatically like crucifying or criticizing the dude or the cause, right? And the truth was, I've give Tin Man nothing but props. Don't know him just because of um, I never knew him to unalive anybody personally, which is and to be a guy that started a gang like that, it's I mean it's a pretty big deal in the gang stuff. Okay, I mean to most Americans and stuff, probably not, but it's just this kid came out of the blue into a into the federal prison system with arguably a smaller Utah white gang, whatever, and it just went, whoosh, you know. And a lot of guys drank the Kool Aid. They picked up what he was putting down. So anyway, but people that are on the white stuff, and I don't. Hey, whatever your belief is, that's cool. Seriously, they get like they think I'm like trying to really disrespect it. So they're saying they believe in their hearts that there's like this awakening and uprising going on, are going to happen. Whatever, maybe it will. Who knows? I have no idea. Thanks, Joey, for putting that out there, though. Okay, Colleen Carmine had the highest bail ever at the time. Collie's nickname was the Flash. Hey, okay, Collie's nickname was okay, Frankie, because I know Frankie Flash is what a lot of people would say. Okay, usual YT suspect. The white supremacists are back at it again. Okay, usual YouTube suspect. The white supremacists are back at it again. Uh Guatemala, I'm sorry, Trump's America. Okay, usual YouTube subset. The white supremacists are back at it again. What's going on here with this? Okay, so I got people that are just they're trying to say I'm a white supremacist. Is that what's going on? And why would you just put this over and over again with different people's names? This is interesting. Huh? What a waste of time. what a what a weird thing to do. Trump smoked dope. JD Vance did crack. God bless them both. Great. So your name. Um, oh yeah, this person's got it set some issues. This is interesting. Uh Trump is never did drugs. You gotta be just trying to play. You can't like that's stupid. White supremacists are back at it again. Okay, meaning Carmine Galante. Okay, gotcha. How was Joey like? Okay, Hector, what was Joey like? Is that what you're saying? How was Joey like? Okay, so This has got to be. Are you the same person, Hinasha? Whatever. Are you the same person posing? Yeah, this is you and all the same stuff. Huh. I've got a question. This is interesting, people, to me. What what would your purpose be to come on a channel with 30 people in the chat? Okay, 30 people, small channel, and repeatedly post the usual suspects. Um, and use multiple people's names. It would be I think it'd be even cooler if there's like a team of you guys doing this, right? But you're one person, I do believe. Huh. The white supremacists are back at it again. And sadly, okay, Justin, I got you right at the end of Missouri. Oh, shit, I was up there not long ago. Were we up there? Yeah, I was up there. Oh, it was well, shit, not long. That's not true. That whole year, I was just in prison last year. So it was. Oh yeah, no, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right now. Damn. But let me look at this person. I'm fascinated by this one. Right by Missouri. Tiger wasn't a little guy, short but stocky, and he was a gang member. Actually, a really good guy though. Yeah, I remember him. Remember Perico, whatever? It's about all white people. Justin. It's about all white people. I'm just getting a little. I'm reading this guy's comments. I want to hear what Nicky Scarfa was like in prison. I know you never did time with him. Nicky being 5'5" without a gun in prison. So Randy, I don't know. You're right. Carmine was a little guy too. I mean, a lot of small guys, right? That are ruthless on the street. I don't know anything about Nicky. I can say that I know people that were long puck with Carmine back when he first came in and stuff. And Carmine was he threw a punch with the quickness, you know. Black guys trying to take the phone didn't happen. You know what I mean? That's prison stuff. That was my first actual fight. I got to do that video. L.A. County Jail. White boy going into L.A. County Jail. Surfer, surfer white kid. They always tell you to hit the first person, the big person, all that other crap. Yeah, don't do that. It's not good. The dude jumped in front of me and took the phone. It's a big old dude, and he never even put the phone down. I hit him. He never put the phone down. Just like, get off me, McFly. Boom, fucking cracked me. Yeah, that was my first one. Okay, Ruby. So let's get to Frankie. Rob, I know you've got to remember these stories. So YouTube will go, whatever. They're not paying me anyway right now. They're dogging me. Okay, here. They basically they were clocking this dude. There was something about a convertible, I remember, and they go get this guy. Okay. God, I hope family members of this person never hear this. Okay, I got people calling me. When they shot the person, they had him in the back of the trunk. They got him out of the car. Then they poured gasoline on him to burn him. And when they poured gas, the person said, "Ooh, that's cold." They said, "Don't worry, you're going to warm right up." That's prison sick humor. True story. But he was cold. The gasoline made him cold. They said, "Don't worry about it. We got you. We're going to help you." What's up, James? That's a true story. That happened. Did Matt Hale have a brother in the feds named Brian Hale from Wisconsin? I'm not sure. So Matt Hale had a junkie brother, is what they referred to him. Matt Hale, by the way, white supremacist people that may hear this, bad news for you about Matt Hale. Actually, Matt Hale's very, very, very smart guy. It's one of the guys that I really like talking to. Super high IQ. I just like different type of conversation, like Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff, prison is all about bitches, hoes, money, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Dope. Bernie Madoff comes in and was totally different. It was like refreshing, a different conversation. Matt Hale, same thing. And he didn't just walk around talking about racial stuff all day, although he did refer to anybody but white as the mud people. That was his big thing. Mud people. But Matt Hale was infatuated with his mommy in a weird way. Said one of his exes. Do you know that I was writing for Vice at the time? I did an interview with Matt Hale and the terrorist unit out of Virginia. I forgot the name of the unit. Had me monitored and they wanted me locked up and all kinds of stuff. Both of us for doing the interview. And Matt Hale, okay, I was getting articles out and he was trying to put stuff on his website and they were holding it up. My articles for Vice and the other websites were taking about a day to get out of the institution, 12 hours to a day. Matt's were taking days, and a lot of times they were rejecting him because his postings, writings were all about race stuff. And he was still criticizing the judge that he was allegedly in prison for trying to whack. Okay. So even though he was smart, not the sharpest tool in the shed. However, so he gets in trouble and he put a post on his website that Rob, use my name, first and last name, had him locked up. Like I had him locked. I forgot what the reason was. Boy, I went batshit crazy. I contacted his mom. I contacted everybody because he put on a website that I think that the warden told him. And you know what? The intelligence service, they probably did play some tricks because they wanted him off the compound. Long story short, anyway, I started getting all these people writing me stuff saying, "Free Matt Hale. I can't believe you did this to the brother. White guys in prison are going to get you." They thought in their minds on the street that this guy in prison, this white supremacist sort of superstar to them, they thought he was somebody in prison when the truth was like people didn't even know who the guy was. And he didn't want people to know who he was because he was afraid of repercussions from the black guys. No bullshit. Okay. God, I forgot all about that in the video I did. That's actually a whole different issue right there. Yeah, but so I wrote like oh my God, they were threatening me. I called the people. I had words with them. The SIS got involved because they thought that I was threatening them. They were threatening me over the phone. It was crazy. But I was demanding an apology, right? And he wouldn't do it. And I was doing a deep dive research on him and was informed that him and his mom have a very strange relationship. And it's almost like husband and wife. And that they have little sweet nicknames for each other. His is Figgy. His mommy calls him Figgy. And I reached out to a girl. So there was two or three, and she absolutely believed there's something going on. Yeah, a lot of weird shit happens in life, right? A lot of weird things. Old Figgy. I wonder how old Figgy's doing. Skip Frank Jacoby. He died and part of work. Okay, well, Skip. Okay, Frank Jacoby. He died and we're convinced of murdering an informant, from what I heard. Okay, yeah. There's something about that. And then what's the story? So, okay, that's one thing about being around the New York guys. Tommy Reynolds, Benny, hell, Danny, Mikey, I love my life. They're murder stories, you know. So to somebody that grew up a surfer, nonviolent, I've made it clear, never violence over drugs. One incident, never worried about. There was a friend of mine who owed me $500, and I took his four wheeler for a minute, and then whatever. There was like that, but after that, I always had access to quantity. So if I fronted you, didn't pay me. Okay, we're just not dealing. Matter of fact, I have fronted, not been paid, and went back and dealt with the person sometime later. I'd get them in the long run. I'd figure out how to do it that way. But if my rule of thumb was I just wouldn't deal with them again. So there was no violence in my life. I've never the whole violent and drug thing. It just wasn't in my world ever. So I then go to prison, and these New York guys, they're talking about in detail about whacking people, and it's the behind the scenes, the leading up to it. One of the craziest ones was the Boston was Capozzi. The way he tells the best stories. Derek Capozzi tells the best stories ever. It's like deadpan, but he's got a wicked sick sense of humor. And I'm not trying to make you know people's families the victims of families. I'm not. I apologize. That's why I'm not going to name specific victims, but they were interesting hearing those stories. And Frankie had a bunch of them. Him smoking crack with gas pipe with bear traps over the lawn. That's a crazy one in itself, right? Crack pipe, yeah, bear traps on the lawn, running out with guns, and yeah. I'm almost 100% ASM Wolfpack. We're green light and GP Cali yards. No shit, Joey. Oh, I hope this guy's paying attention. It's going to break his heart. All these Trump haters, Justin. Yeah. Who was the little guy from New Jersey who was in the block with us? Looked like a gnome. Hold on. The little guy from Jersey who was in the block. I, that are you talking about Jojo Russo Selly? The one I was trying to think of it. Hey James, no, I do have. It's cool. I don't even know how to do it like that. I don't care about the trolls. And it's nothing about you. I don't care. I would drop. I did wrenches for a while. Um, there's two people that have them, but I don't like call them when I'm going to go on or some. One time I think I called Mike just in case. Not sure if Skip had the arson charge. I was absent the day white people were supposed to fear black people. Okay. I remember Frankie telling that story. Yeah, okay. Okay, smoking. See, I said it and it was on there. I didn't even know. What's up? What's up, David? Hector. I was talking about Joe the Albanian. Hold on, let me go back, Hector. I don't know what you're saying. Real quick, I'll figure it out. Just because whatever. Where are you? Where are you? I got confused, Hector. I'm sorry. Anyway, anyway. So who's uh uh ah, are you out? If you're out of prison, call me right now. Let's see if this works. Holy shit. This dude just got released from a life sentence, like right now. Just happening right now. Okay. Joe the Albanian. Okay, Hector. I hear you. No way. Nice. Hey,
Hey, fucker.
I'm doing a live right now, so you're live. Where are you?
I'm at home.
How is it?
I'm all right.
How's your friend?
Oh, well, I'm at a different friend's house right now.
What do you mean you're at a different friend's house?
I haven't made it over to that other house yet.
Whose house are you at?
My friend Trent.
Okay. Trent, does Trent have it's a boy? Is Trent a boy?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So tell me. So tell us what happened. Tell us about the release process.
Well, the release process was a little crazy. Okay, for instance, they give you my medication in a box, right? I don't open it until I get here. They gave me a 100 pack of syringes, but no insulin.
No way.
Yeah. Ozempic's not there. My insulin's not there.
Wow, you didn't check it beforehand, huh?
No. It was all boxed up in a box.
So how was that? So you've never been on a plane, right?
No.
You said the. Oh, so how was the process for you?
It was confusing. I'm still freaked out about it.
You got a lot of anxiety right now.
I'm sitting here scrolling through Netflix, can't find nothing to watch. Like I said, I'm over at my friend's house. I hadn't even made it over to the house. I called him and told him. He goes, "Oh man, you're not gonna believe this, but it flooded. My house is a mess." And
Oh my god.
well, I'm not gonna make it over there tonight anyways. So
So how far does he live from where you're at?
I have no clue.
I mean, an hour. Where are you? Okay. How did you end up where you're at right now?
Well, my friend could get from the airport.
Okay.
This guy's he's the one that paid for my tech service, and he had my phone. He got me a phone and everything.
He was at Beaumont with you too?
Yeah.
Okay. How's he doing, by the way?
Oh, he's doing good.
Good.
He's doing really good. He just got married.
Oh, good.
His wife just got pregnant again. He's doing really good.
Nice. Nice. Good.
Got him a Escalade or just something out there. I mean, he's been working in the oil fields. He's doing good.
Wow. Okay. Great. That's good. Okay. So tell me. So tell me.
They took me to Roadhouse. He ate a steak, and then for supper she cooked me fried pork chops.
Okay. Nice. So that was your first meal was Roadhouse, huh? And at the airport, how were you able to navigate that? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. Okay, they came. Okay, I left this morning. They called me like at 6:30, and then when I was leaving, they're sitting us out there, and I'm still kind of tripping, thinking this isn't really going to happen. Something's going to happen out
The
there.
auto pin. You're worried about the auto pin, huh?
Yes, the auto pin, all this.
So real quick, Biden gave him clemency. How much time did you serve altogether?
Nearly 19 years.
On a mandatory life sentence.
Mandatory life sentence. Yes.
Okay.
And Biden gave me clemency. I put it in back when Trump was in his first term.
Uh-huh.
And I just now got out.
Well, okay. And
at the end of Biden's term, Biden gave me clemency. But so they were waiting on. Did they dress us out? And you can't leave in shorts. So they gave me a pair of jeans that were like 4 sizes too big, falling off of me.
wait, stop. You can't leave in shorts.
No, they will not let you leave that prison in a pair of shorts. It's 105 degrees out there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they will not let you. It's probably not that hot, but it's hot out there, and they will not let you leave in shorts.
Oh, that's right. I went. I forgot. I went in sweats. That's what I did.
Right. They will not let you leave in shorts. So they give me a pair of jeans and a white polo shirt. But we're waiting. Finally, we're sitting out there for like an hour. Finally, they come and get us and take us out there. 3 of us. And
three of you got released today and went to the airport?
Yeah.
Who's
3 of us got released today from the hospital part. There were 9 of us total. And I know 5 of us were all released for clemency.
really?
I didn't ask the rest of them, but 5 of us were me, Rudy, trying to think who else. There were some people from the Deuce, 2 people from the Deuce.
Lifers?
2 of them were life. 2 of them were lifers. Rudy only had 13 years in.
Only.
Look, Rudy, and then there was some guy that cleaned up on the 5th floor, but he would. I don't think. But here's what I don't understand: they would not give me any gratuity, right? None, not a penny of gratuity, because I mailed that money home. I mailed the money I saved up home. Rudy had $41,000 on his books, and they gave him $350 gratuity.
You got who was your counselor? Not Jackson.
No. Miss Hester's one that said most definitely she wasn't giving no gratuity.
That's
She said she paid to mail a package home for me instead.
man. That's crazy. That's crazy. So do you know that? Okay, do you still got the go? Wait,
She said you should not have sent your money home because I sent it home so that Trey could get me a phone, so that I'd have a phone waiting on me.
wow. Okay, so do you still got that? You still got that GoFundMe? Does she have it up for you still?
Yes.
Tell me, do you have it? Do you know offhand right now what it is?
No.
Okay, I can link. I'll link it at the bottom. I'll link it at the bottom just in case. Yeah, I'll put it up a couple more times. Yeah, for sure. And so okay, so tell me, how long was the flight? So did you have to switch flights a couple times?
Okay, no. Well, I left straight from there to DFW, and but I haven't got to the best part. So they walk us out, and all of a sudden they say, "Who's going to the airport?" You know, we said, "Well, we all are." Okay, y'all go over to that bus. They have a big ass bus over there. It wasn't a van like how they say the campers drive you.
Yeah.
No, we're in a bus. What do you call them? One of
The prison transport buses?
yes.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me the camper dude didn't drive you to the airport? Oh man, that's the best.
We're talking 3 police with guns and everything. Like we're going to the. I mean, I don't understand why, but there were 3 cops in there. I mean, they drove us to the airport, and like one got off at United, and we got off at American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's when I was really kind of, God dang, But once I got off at the airport and the police didn't get off with me, I knew, okay, now.
Okay. So on the airplane, sitting next to people, how was it for you?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, I was kind of freaked out. It was a full plane, and I was kind of really tripping on all these people being in the plane because it's a full plane. It's the first time I've ever flown.
And okay, so did you? Was there 2 people next to you or 1?
I sit on the aisle, but there were two. There were 3 wide chairs. The seats were 3 wide.
Did they talk to you? Did you talk to them?
No, not really. We kind of talked when we were landing, but it was some little teenage girls who were sitting over there on their phones, watching a movie or something. I don't know. I thought they were like fucking 10 and 12 years old. I didn't even want to talk to them. And fucking one of them said something about her having her license, and I look over there, what? And the other one says, yes, are you going to drive me or not? I'm all, wow.
Jesus.
But still, they were too young for me to talk to. I didn't want,
Yeah, you don't want to get you don't even want to look.
I didn't want no.
Okay, so I was just thinking you had been on the internet before. You went down after 2000. So you had been on. Like I'd never been on the internet in my life before I got out in 21.
No, it was accessible, but I've never been on it. Like, I don't have a Facebook or nothing out there.
No, you're out here. What do you mean out there? You're out here now.
Out here now. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're going the guy's house you're going to it's a school bus?
Yes, the school bus with the tree. He says that a tree fell on his car, and the tree. I mean, that's been a month and a half, 2 months ago, and he tells me the tree's still on the car.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
He can't get it off. What do you mean you can't get it off? I said, you don't even have to get it off. You just gotta lift it up a little bit and get the car out from underneath it.
How old is he?
Oh, probably 35.
Oh, he's 30. Wait. He's 30. I thought he was 80.
No, he's not 35. He's way younger than me.
What's the deal with him?
He's got brain damage from a motorcycle wreck.
Oh.
He even told me, hey, before you get here, you remember I had a motorcycle wreck, I'm pretty messed up.
Uh, so you're just trying. You just gotta. Okay, yeah. Oh, and you got have you got the trailer coming?
Well, I'm waiting till I go over there and look to see if I have a place to put it because he told me I had a place to put it, and then he turned around and says, "Well, my dad's selling it. Well, you'll just have to get into a lot to a trailer, one of these RV parks right here."
Okay, so you were gonna hook it up right outside, and he's saying basically now that there might not be hookups, or you might not have a space to put it there.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I go get it and see what's going on with it.
Okay, well at least look at honestly, at least you've got what's her name that you don't have to say the name, but that did go out of the way and got a trailer for you, or did is it already got? Are they gonna go get it?
Well, she has one. She owns it,
Okay,
but she is going to probably sell it and give it a newer one.
okay,
Or she, because the only reason why is because it's a fifth wheel, and she said it's too hard for me to find a truck to go down there and get it.
okay.
It's like a 4 hour drive away to get it.
Let me ask you: have you been to a store yet?
I've been to a bunch of stores. I went to Walmart.
No problem, no issues.
Not really. I wasn't like real freaked out or nothing. It's like, I went to Goodwill. I went to Walmart. I went to Costco.
Okay.
But there were just, I don't know. It's weird to get around a bunch of people and stuff. I don't like it. It's not. It's like, I don't know. Oh, it's just something I gotta get figured out.
No, you will. You will. I just.
Stuff I gotta ease into. That's I can't.
Do you feel like you got?
Well,
You
I didn't stay in there. I didn't stay in there like more than 30 minutes and not one of them. It's not like I didn't want to be in there very long.
did you feel like sensory overload or anything like that?
Yeah, it was real bad sensory overload. It's like a Walmart. It's just too much going on.
Yeah. So somebody explained it to me, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Well, I don't know what year did you go down? 2000.
2007.
Oh, okay. So when I went in, they didn't have the LED lights, so there was a difference in the lighting being changed inside Walmart. You know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
it was that, and because everything popped, like colors and stuff were different. It was that, and the choices.
Like the Walmart today, it was weird, but it was in a little small town. But it was like it didn't have a store, a convenience store in the back of like a Burger King or whatever, like most of them do or whatever. I don't know. It was just I don't know how to put it. It was
So you're trying to say that
plain Jane Walmart. It was a plain Jane Walmart.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Um.
it was in a little small town. We stopped there trying to buy me some clothes and stuff.
And how was our mutual friend when you left?
Oh man, he's all right. He just begging me not to
Mess up.
mess up.
Yeah, I get it, and so it's screwed up because he was a first time offender. He does have 180 years or whatever for bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? And it must suck to be in there. And I totally get it. I even felt bad. Hell, I was in the cell with them when I left. So you leave somebody that's been in prison 30 plus years, and there was almost like a guilty feeling in me. When I went back on violation and saw a bunch of dudes that I knew, I mean, it did hurt thinking that I was able to get out and then went back in. But when you leave go ahead, go ahead.
Most of all my stuff went to Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah. All of a sudden, he took a liking to Hollywood. All of a sudden.
Okay, well, no, well, that's listen. As a matter of fact, it's weird you said that because his brother-in-law literally. I thought that you were him when I got the text. I'm waiting on it. So anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, he's a good guy. So that's
Yeah.
um okay. So like I said, I am in the middle of a live.
Hey, if he never got story.
That Wait, watch what you're saying. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna. So you're saying that I sent him a message saying, "Bro, I wrote you," and he never got that one.
That one you told me that you wrote him a thing about a long ass story.
Okay. So you're.
He told me to read it, but I didn't have a clue what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. He's talking. Okay, so I'm looking at it right, and you're talking about coming back from Oklahoma and the horse and all that, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's long too. Shit. Oh, I did voice dictation. Wow, he didn't get this. Oh, so he's clueless. All right. So he has no idea. Okay.
Yeah, that's because I kind of filled him in a little bit, but I said I want to read this thing. I said we were in a hurry, so I didn't get to read it. I mean, we were in a hurry talking to me, and I told you I'd just read his message.
Yeah, the horror. Oh man, I mean that's dude. That are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was crazy. I can't. It's like you hear these people say you can't unsee that. That was crazy. You know what I mean? But I will. We'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah. Otherwise, okay. So you probably won't be able to sleep tonight, or maybe I don't know. Did you?
Yeah.
How's
I went to sleep at 12:30 and woke up at 5:30 this morning.
how's your bag?
Oh, it's horrible, man.
He's got a colostomy bag. Just so you got.
Yes, it was a bad deal. I mean, and now here I am just at a. It's not really a stranger's house, but you know what I'm saying. It's still.
Yeah, I get it.
Not someplace I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like a private. You had a single cell. It's not like a single cell where you can change your bag and you're gonna have people around and worry about the smell. I know. I get it. I get it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uncle Eminem's here. Just kidding.
But being and stuff walking around Walmart, you know what I'm saying? He took me, please go to the toy aisle with me. All right, let's go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, we stayed over at the toy aisle.
Right. Okay, bud. All right. So let me get back to doing this. Call me tomorrow. So you're going. Go ahead. What?
I've got to go try to figure out. So, like I said, they turned me down for Social Security. They've turned me down for Medicaid. I don't know how I'm going to get this bag off me. So I'm trying to figure something out tomorrow. I'm going to try to go to the Social Security office, and I don't know, I'm in all in bad shape right now.
Yeah.
So if you got the ideas, I need all the help I can.
Yeah. So look, no, I'm just telling you. So what happened was last night I did a live I did end up doing a live late. I slept like 3 or 4 hours and I was with my mom all morning. I came back, man, I took a nap. It was like a 6-hour nap. So I don't know what time I'm gonna fall asleep here, but I'll make sure that my alarm's like up for like 11. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So we'll talk. Okay. Okay. So we'll talk. I'll make sure. We'll talk tomorrow as soon as I get up. Oh, dude. Yeah. Stay off the porn sites because it'll put infected bugs in your phone.
No, I'm just
doing Netflix. Yeah. And if you do, just do a Pornhub. If you do it, I think. Later. Bye. All right, guys. I just figured talking to somebody who had a life sentence coming home. I'm sorry if I bored people or whatever. I just kind of figured it'd be something a little different. That's all. Okay. What did I just do to everybody? How come you guys all just split? What happened? Oh, okay. There you are. All right. So let's go back. Frankie Bro, try to kill. Okay. I like a channel thing. Thinking. Okay. We got this guy that's all about race issues and know your facts and he's crazy. Tiger wasn't a little guy. I want to hear Nikki Scarfo. Hey Rob, what's up, James? Skip. Okay. Did Matt Hale have a brother? No. Skip Frankie. They copped to it, so I'll say it. Okay. Skip Frankie. Okay. Ruby Tuesday. I get what you're saying. I'm almost 100% USA and Wolfpack were greenlit in California yards. Okay, Joey. Thank you for that, Justin. All these Trump haters. What the fuck? Who was the little guy from Jersey? Did a drop a wrench? Not sure. I remember Frankie telling that story. Okay. 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. There's a lot of murder stories. The guy, okay. There's a load of murder story. The guy's dead. So a guy pulled out of a donut shop and got a hole in his head. um, is that the same one that was cold? Okay. So there was three of them. I know that. And do you know what's the story of the guy, Fat Pete? I don't think Frankie was involved, but I've heard that story many times. What was the deal? The guy was so fat that somebody went and shot him. I forgot who shot him, but he was so fat that the bullet didn't go nowhere. That was like at a gas station or car garage. I'm sure you guys absolutely know what I'm talking about. Sold with Pinot. Ooh, I don't know. Rob, you brought up a touchy subject 100 years later. Pinot. I'm just kidding. Ruby Tuesday, cool. I should have looked at the comments why he was doing that. Yeah, his name is Eric Kruger, aka Cheeseburger, aka Eminem. He's a fat, jolly fellow. I got a nickname for my mom. Dad called her too. I'm close to my mom's. I don't think that's too weird. Okay, Desert. Okay, listen. I'm glad you said it like that. Listen, I'm seriously. We're going back to Matt Hale. Okay. There's a so I am not trying to insinuate uh, that I know that there's something off or sexual. That's not. I am saying that I got information that actually it was. I know how it happened now too. They were they were laughing about it in the whole some of the female CEOs. So one of the exes just said it was like too much. Man, I've got notes on the whole thing, to be honest. I did do a video about Matt going back. But it was it was a real weird the he had a weird fixation with yeah, something like that, okay? And it was talked about amongst staff quite a bit. That's how I got word of it. But Figgy. And I said it to him. I actually said something Figgy because what happened was I went to the hole when he was in the hole after he said he wrote something on his website about me, and all these weirdos started reaching out saying that I was doing this or that to their hero. So of course I got mad and was trying to have him go to rec and all whatever, all different stuff. Um, Also, he was saying like he's a nutritionist and eats healthy food. He was ordering Snicker bars the whole time he's in the hole. But anyway, that's you can be anybody you want to be when you're in the joint, and especially people outside not having a clue. Were you thinking of Jimmy Ida? Oof. Um, Ruby Tuesday. No, he was talking about somebody else. So Ruby Tuesday is referring to Rob or F off, and he's talking about a guy that lived with Pino. Good evening, brother. Hope you and yours are doing well. Thanks, Big John. Please. Randy really wasn't illegals get Social Security, but not our own people. Yeah, it was just, I just figured he was trying to call the other night. I was going to do a live with him on it. And that's it. Were you ever around anyone from, or anyone involved in the Carol Howe Dennis? Whoa, hold on. Juan, were you ever around anyone from Elohim City? I don't know where that is. I don't know. What Carol Howe and Dennis Richard Snell, that rings a bell, but I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Oh, Carol Howe. And okay. What can I find out about them too? Nothing. Well, I'm just trying to put both. I figured if you run those names together, that it'd come up, and I got nothing. That's what I was trying to do. Pete, the hole in the head was Hank the Bank. Okay. Jojo told me about a time when him and Joe Monte shot a guy with a 38. Monte was there, so they were reliving it. Okay. Scotty Banana size of Frankie looked like a gnome from Jersey. Boy, you've got me thrown off with the whole looking like a gnome, whatever. Um, Ruby Tuesday, let me tell you something about Frankie DePietro. So I started calling him, I named him Frankie Scumbag. A lot of people would really call him Frankie Scumbag, you know. Things get uh nickname catches on, people start saying it. And basically what had happened was it started over, he pawned a chain, he pawned his chain, um, gambling debts, whatever the deal was. But I forgot how it went down, but the black dude didn't want to give it back. Or there was an issue over the chain. Okay. So I remember like saying Frankie's pulled a scumbag move or something like that because he actually wasn't being honest about how it transpired and went down. I think he went to the hole behind it. He was in the hole for Unicore, some Unicore related something, and I think the chain tied into it. But he wasn't being honest to Danny when he was explaining the story. So I said Frankie scumbag, and then I have never met a bigger jinx in my life. If I knew, this is how bad he was as far as the jinx and gambling, okay? If I knew that Frankie bet the same team I would, I'd go cancel my bet. I was that serious. Frankie DePietro walked in one time, and I'll never forget it. It was back in the day when Detroit played, I think it was Chicago. Was it Chicago? It was two defensive teams. So maybe it wasn't Chicago at the time. This was in 2000, the season of 2005, basketball season, 2005, 2006. I bet basketball games every night under and overs. Never bet on the teams, under and overs. That's what I followed. That's what I locked into, and I was damn good at it. And then everything else I would lose at. I had this game on lock, and I bet a lot of. Let's just say I bet, for example, 360 on a single pick. So I'd have won 3 back. Okay. Um, usually I bet 100. Usually I bet anywhere from $100 to $600 a night. That's what it was. 120 to 600, and I bet single bets. Frankie walked in. It was the third quarter. No, it was right before half, and the under and over was relatively low, but between both teams in the quarter, there was like 40 points on the board. Okay. It was, you can't lose this game. Frankie walks in and he's like, my man, Rob, oh, you got this on lock. And he was real hyper. Frankie's real hyper and bounces around. He like hugged the TV. And I just said, don't. And I was like really upset. And people laughed. A couple guys laughed. Actually, it was the black TV that the game was on. Don Juan was there from DC, and Don Juan, I was sitting next to him over there getting scores, and he was laughing because Frankie's like, I can't believe you would think I can jinx this game through the television. I'm like, I'm fucked. And when they came out during the third quarter, every shot was a 3. It rained 3s from there on out. I didn't talk to him for like a week over that. No bullshit. I mean, it was just, oh man, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. But Frankie was a class act. Funny guy. Scotty Banana. Anyway. All right. So I've been on here an hour and a half. All right, listen. So I'm gonna go ahead and close. It's 11:15 now. You know, I'm gonna do the video for tomorrow. And Thursday night, yeah, we'll see. If I say I'm going to do live, I won't come. So I'm not going to say it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for the comments. Even the weird one that was talking about race Trump or Ray. I don't know where did he pop up from? Where did that guy come from? It was the weirdest. Anyway, take care.